Believe it or not, there is a park out here that is old enough that I've never found silver at. And this park is Glen Haven Park in Portland, Oregon. And I've been here a few times. I don't know. I have never really had much luck here in this park. There's one ball field that's not this one, but it's the one over there. It's been here since, I know, the 50s. Park has been developed in the 50s. There's going to be silver here. I've never discovered it. So far, I've dug one hole and encountered massive, lots of rocks. And the grass is green. The ground is dry and hard, so it's digging is sucking to get through it. But I got my first wheat penny of the day. So that's a bonus. Being picky on my diggings today because the ground is kind of hard to get to. So I am going to be looking for the deeper, higher tones. And there we go. Let's keep going. Well, could this be my first silver? I got kind of a scratchy tone though, but it's not. Ow, I'll come back to this in a second. Alright, I'm down to it. Not very deep. So, let's see if I can pop this out while I'm digging here for the recording. It was bouncing in the 80s, 90s, but bouncing, so that gives me a sense that this is just a penny. I'm afraid my batteries might be running low on my... Oh, right there. Should be right, be able to see it. Hard to do one. Oh, there it is, and it's not. Oh, it's just a stinking clad. Dang. Well, bogus. Still waiting to find that silver. I haven't found silver in a while, so I almost forgot what it sounds like, what it reacts like in the detector. Now I got a guy mowing the lawns today. He was at another park down the road. That was my second choice park from here. I think he's over there. He's got the big tractor parked over there in the trees. But he's over here mowing the grass. And I'm walking through where he's mowed. And it's the exact same height as this. Go figure, right? This lawn doesn't need to be mowed at all. And so that's, again, another complaint I had many years ago, is that these guys are getting paid, 3 hours to mow a field that doesn't need to be mowed. And that's called poor city management. No matter where you are, you need to have this is ridiculous to have to mow, send somebody out to mow this grass and it doesn't need to be mowed. Oh well, your tax dollars at work. Tree root. Tree root, right in the middle of my hole. Great. Figures. Already bad enough the ground's rocky and dry. And it's only, ground here should be really soft, being that it's May in Oregon. but there's been no rain, real rain this in Oregon. It's going to be, could be a very drought year in Oregon. There's no snow melt, no snow on the mountains, so it's going to be an interesting year. Climate change in Oregon has happened. It's been happening since I've lived here. Every year, winters have been getting warmer, and the summers have been getting hotter. Oh shoot, I just saw it, it's not. It's a wheat penny. I should have checked. It was down there, so it's been down there for a while, growing up underneath those roots. But a wheat penny it is. I'll take it and keep going. It's the second wheat penny of the day. You should have seen the wheat though. That's sucky. Another wheatie. So far I've just meandered along this tree line. I picked up a wheatie down that way, wheatie right there, and now this wheatie here. Just gonna keep going until I find some shinies. Alright, greenie. It's funny because with the Manicore, the only negative I've always complained about the Manicore versus the E-trac is when I had the E-trac, I was pretty dang sure when I was over silver. It had that silver tone, the warble, whatever you want to call it. It was the most unique thing to that E-trac, was that tone, and I don't understand why MindLab never just replicated that into the future, and then they really dumbed it down with the future with MindLab. And going forward, MindLab has the ability to change its tone from normal to enhanced and to like prospecting, and there's another one in there, deep. But normal is just too monotone. It's just too monotone. Enhanced for me is a little bit better. It's softer and quieter. I like it because it gives me a little bit more opportunity, like maybe to hear depth and to distinguish between certain tones that I like better. But I still can't tell you, for instance, these wheat pennies that I find, they are slightly scratchy. They still show up on there as 3 to 4 bars. And a lot of times, a lot of them will register in the 90s, 80s, 90s, a lot of the wheat pennies. But I typically can tell if it's a wheat penny because it's usually bouncing and it's a little scratchier. But I still haven't found enough silver. I mean, I found silver, but I haven't found enough silver to say, oh yeah, that's silver. It just, you find silver so, I don't find silver that often anymore because I'm not detecting as much, but easy to find a wheat penny. I think I even passed up as a wheat penny somewhere here, and you're probably saying, oh, that could be silver. Yeah, you're right. It's just a matter of being very selective because of the roots and how hard it is to get these coins out. I was digging around right here, another couple root system right here I had to dig around. It's a pain in the butt, time consuming too. So I am cherry picking. But anyways, so I can pretty much tell when I get at least a wheat penny. I mean, I'm pretty confident about a wheat penny tone, or at least a penny tone, with this, even if it bounces from the 60s to the 90s, or in between. The tone is pretty good. So we'll see what happens. It's pretty good though so far. Just one little pass, and I've got 4 wheat pennies. I'm just, what do I say? Silver usually is about the 5th after the 5th wheat penny or so, 5th or 6th wheat penny. Then I should be finding silver pretty soon. So see, I'm predicting this one. I don't know, but I'm predicting this one is a wheat penny. So in one direction, it was at one direction, it was getting like 92s, bouncing in the 90s. And then when I turned this way, I was getting in the 60s, bouncing like 62, 67, 60, 60, 67. Turn the other way, back in the 90s. So you get that odd bounce, but doesn't mean that it ain't silver, because it could be silver on its edge. It could be silver next to a piece of iron. But anyways, so if I was gonna guess this is gonna be a wheat penny. But I could be wrong. I'd like to be wrong. Yeah, it could be a wheat penny. Oh, just a memorial. Bogus. Reset that wheat clock. For those of you who know me and what that means. Yep. I should have recorded this one. I almost recorded this one. I got a nice, good tone. Didn't sound as scratchy as the pennies do. I was getting that low 90s, but then when I turned, it did bounce a little bit into the 70s. I still should have recorded it. We got ourselves a Mercury. Yes. Actually, I didn't check the hole. And we're going to call that a one and done in that hole. Sweet. Wow. Looks like this is 23. Nice. All right, reset that wheat clock, and feels good to get silver. I feel happy. All right, let's find more. Oh, crumble cakes. 6-inch quarter. Alright, that'll go on the laundromat. Wow, okay, so not even there yet, so good sign, good sign. Alright, can't do this one-handed. I gotta figure this out. My thing spins, it's not holding tight enough. Still trying to get used to the new camera. Again, part of the reason why I haven't made any videos yet is the video processing program I used on my Android is now a fee-based program on the Apple iPhone, which another reason why I'm gonna switch back to Android when the iPhone dies, if we're still here, it's world and country and can still afford it. Okay, I'm down to my target. down to my target. Right down in there. Oh, bogus. It's a cap. A stinking cap. Sure sounded good. Well, not sure what type of cap that is. Kind of decorative. All right, well, let's keep going. Right there. And a little off to the side. Well, it's a pretty good tone. I'm gonna guess a dime or a quarter. Oh. Dime or a quarter. Rosie. That is all she wrote. It's number 2 today. I'll take it. Can't quite see it down there. $62, maybe. All right, nice. I didn't even get a wheat penny prior to, I don't think, but reset that clock again. So hey, this is me. This is Paul. A little older and a little more traveled. So where have I been? I've been back and forth across the United States, living basically full-time in an RV for the last, 4 years? Since the fall of 2022, or actually summer of 2022, when we sold our house, we were homeless at that point. And so we've didn't think that maybe the RV thing was going to be as long as it did. We thought we might have settled in, especially on the East Coast. Our grandkids are. But the nice thing that's been happening with us with the RV is we have family in Oregon, so that's the Northwest. We have family in Vegas, and then my sister's down in Yuma, so that's the Southwest. Then we've got my daughter who lives in Pennsylvania, which is like the Northeast, and then I have my son who lives in North Carolina, which is the Southeast. So what's been nice is that we've been able to travel the 4 corners of the United States, crisscross everything in between, and enjoy life. We've actually enjoyed this lifestyle so much that we're not settling down anytime soon that I know of, and we just play it ear by ear, day by day. And currently we're here in Portland, um, you know, metal detecting here in Portland, and my old hunting grounds. And from here, we're going to head east. We're going to see a few things, do a few things that we haven't done, try to find new paths across the United States. And we'll be on the East Coast for the fall. So we're here in Portland, Oregon area for spring. And right now, I tell you what, it's wonderful. It's like 62 degrees to like 72 on average right now in May. It's kind of nice and cool. There's not a lot of rain, which they need. They need some rain. But, we're going to head from here in July. So we're going to be traveling across the hot time of the year, but we're going to be heading across the north. We'll be in the East Coast for fall. So it's going to be a little humid in Pennsylvania. But we want to take advantage of the fall colors. We've never seen the New England states in the fall colors, so we're going to take a detour and hopefully see those things. And then we'll visit our family. And from there, we'll probably head to Yuma, Arizona come October, November, and spend the winter in Yuma, Arizona, where the temperature is like 85 to lows, maybe 65. And my wife and I have already said that we've missed the swimming pool. We enjoy swimming. We're swimming like 3 times a week over the winter. But yeah, and then next year we might reverse the loop. Instead of coming north for spring, we might head to the East Coast for spring, and then transverse across the United States again for a summer in Portland, Oregon. And that's life. That's been our life for the last, like I said, 4 years. We've been going crisscrossing. We have adapted this last season though. We've adapted to staying put for a long period of time. We actually stayed in Pennsylvania for 6 months, and then we booked 6 months in Yuma, Arizona. So it's a little different than traveling constantly. So we slowed down a little bit, especially right now with gas prices. It cost me $1,200 to drive from Yuma, Arizona, towing the travel trailer, to Portland, Oregon. And we only had one stop, which was Sedona. So I will try to detect when I'm in Portland, and it's hard to detect in other cities because you just don't know the rules and regulations. So that was a buzzkill for me. But when I get to the East Coast, it will be fall. It'll be hot. It'll be a little humid. I'm hoping maybe I might get out a little bit in the Pennsylvania area. And again, if anybody's watching this and you're living in and around the the King of Prussia area, Hatfield, Oatfield, or Allentown, not Oatfield, Allentown, let's see, Doylestown, anywhere in that area, if you're metal detecting, just hit me up. I will be over there, off and on over the next couple of years. My daughter might potentially move out of country, and that's just a question mark. So that means that we would probably be doing some abroad traveling to visit, stay long term. All of these things are all up in the air, but that's the nice thing about this life. Since I've retired, I can say that everything's been going pretty good, really. Just the scariest things in our life is the things that are out of our control, which is like the politics. And this country isn't working for working people. This country is working against us. And those who are at the top, who are the wealthy, continue to get wealthy because they need a slave society to work for them. And it's the sad case of our politics, but I'm not sure where our country's going with AI and robotics. I can see a lot of bad things coming down the pike. Jobs are going to be the biggest thing, but the biggest problem with the billionaire class and developing AI and robotics is they need people with jobs to buy their services and products. And if people are laid off and there's more homeless, and that doesn't really allow people to buy into what's called supply and demand. So I don't know where we're headed, this country. It just seems that we're headed in kind of the wrong direction currently. So we just need to figure it out, because right now I'm enjoying life, but I know at any moment things could turn sour. So hopefully you're prepared. I'm getting prepared more so for prepping and things like that. Even on my travel trailer, I have the ability to go into the woods and stay into the woods for weeks on end, if need be. And I'm armed, so I'm prepped, and that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. We're having fun. We're still metal detecting, and we're still enjoying life. We're not worrying too much about what's going on, but we do keep an eye on things. So, anyways, I've got a target here. I'm gonna stop the camera and flip it around. Got a target here. Sounds good, but I have a feeling. So this particular ball field that I'm in, this one right here, I know has been here since the 50s, maybe the mid 50s. But I found most of my stuff I found so far today have been along the tree line on the outside over there. I do want to hit some way over here. I found a really neat old pendant back in the day, and I kind of like to hit over there. But I would be surprised. I mean, it's just like, it really blows my mind that you'd find silver, because oh man, these parks have got to been hit, right? This is one park though. This is one park that I have not hit too much. Ask me why? Don't know. I don't know why. This is a park that I've avoided. Probably because it's been used a lot, dogs, etc., etc. But I hunted this park when I was in the club, the Oregon Treasure Trail Society. If you don't know who they are, you should look them up if you're in Portland and you're interested in about metal detecting. I think they're still going around. Gosh, they've been going around since the 80s, I think. Well, dang, it was just going off. Oh, my target's out. No wonder I set my clump over there. But I'd be surprised if I find silver in, what the heck? Oh, there it is. In over here. I have a feeling that this ball field has been filled. A lot of fill, dirt. Trees don't look like they've been filled. The root system down there looks like it's still good. So we're meandering a little bit of these trees. Shade. I think it's only supposed to get about 71 today, but that's hot when you're standing out in the middle of the sun. But I'm going to go hit back there along the fence line behind the garden and the tennis courts, and then make my way back, probably make my way back to the truck either that way or over here, and see if I could find something. But all right, a lot of talking, sorry. Just wanted to share with you me, you know, what's going on and why I haven't been detecting and been traveling, and just enjoying life. And then when we settle in places, like I would have loved to metal detect in Yuma, Arizona, and I did get approval to metal detect in Arizona, but guess what? It's one of those idiotic rules where, hey, you can metal detect our parks, but you can't dig. I get that a lot. Seriously, it is the most craziest thing in the world. Yeah, just no dig. So basically surface signs, and I don't even waste my time with that. So, and then the gold, I tried gold detecting down there, and I didn't have any luck. My brother-in-law now, since I've been gone, has actually picked up like I think 6 or 7 pickers. So I'll go again with him. It's like an hour and 20 minute drive from where we're staying to the gold mines and stuff. And that's like $45 one way for him if he's getting better gas mileage, like 17 miles per gallon. But for me, if I were driving straight there with my truck, I might get, if I'm lucky, I might get 12 miles per gallon. Who knows? That cost goes up to about $50, you know, I think maybe is that $50 round trip or $50 one way. I can't remember. I calculated out. It's expensive to travel to go gold mining and gold detecting. So I'm going to try and limit it, and then unless next year I might just invest maybe in a dry wash shaker. We'll see. All right. Well, I'm going to keep going. A lot of talking. I know. All of this to be catching up where we're at. Thanks for watching, though. I do appreciate it. Another weedy, a greenie. Can't see the date on that. Oh, only in the 40s. All right, I keep going behind the tennis courts. It's a good sign. I'll make my way down and around, and we'll see where we go from there. All right, not sure if this is a... This is with discrimination on. Sorry. It's hard to see the screen. It's all the dust. I do like this one. This is coming in the 90s. And no idea what we're going to get in this bunch, but very small, very scratchy, but because it seems like it would have a little bit of depth, but that could be off. Find out in a second how far down we are and if it's silver. I'm digging like about a 8-inch plug. Oh. And it's still down there? Still down beyond that. I think my battery's getting weak, so it doesn't have a lot of depth detection. Alright, well, we're down about 7.5. Oh, come on, did I dig in the wrong location? That's what happens when you're trying to videotape at the same time. Well, that just blows. Sometimes when you get in a hole, sometimes it's good to turn your probe off and turn it back on, especially not near any metal. I'm a little off target, so I don't know. Again, ridiculously going to turn this off for a second. I'm going to dig around and pinpoint and see if I am where I'm at. Alright, here I am going way down deep, and it's right here. Not as far down as I thought, it's just off to the side. Whew, man. Whew, I'm really hot. I gotta get this hoodie off. Oh, is that it? It's just a piece of metal, but it could be a piece of jewelry, or it's coming in good. High sweet tone. Ugh, those rocks. So definitely a piece of something here. Give me a second here. I'm gonna probably bend this out and clean it up a little bit, and we'll see if it has any markings. It feels light, so it doesn't feel like it's silver. It's probably aluminum. Give me a sec. It's a toy butter knife. It says made in the USA. Well, that's what it was. Never found one of these before. And another weedy. Alright, well, we're getting close to needing to have that wheat clock reset, so give me 2 more wheats, and then I need a big silver. Give me a big silver. Or any silver. Can't get any depth. This shallow one sounds like a quarter, but do you remember what I asked for a little while ago? When I said it was just about time to reset the wheat clock. A couple more Wheaties, and then I said, I just want a big silver. Praise be, somebody's listening to me. What the heck? I asked for it and I got it. Oh my goodness, and I scratched it. I scratched it. I scratched it. Barber half. 1902. Wow. Basement mark. It's coming in shallow. Nice, there's something else in there. But it's coming in like I thought, a quarter. And I was thinking flat, but then again, you never know, because it sounded really good. And here it is under 2 rocks. Maybe somebody else tried to dig up at one time and hit those rocks, but wow, making my day, man, oh man. All right, That's 3 silvers. My day's probably getting close to done, but we'll see. Man, I couldn't have called that better. Well, let's see. Okay, I will put my order in for maybe another wheat, and okay, I'd like to have a silver quarter. I'm not going to be too ambitious. Just throw in a Morgan or a piece dollar would be great. Yeah. All right, that is so sweet. All right, another wheatie, a greenie. I'm not sure if I can get a date off of that guy, but greenie. Not sure. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I got some competition. He's metal detecting too. Yeah, nice. Oops, sorry. I'm not watching my. All right. All right. Well, how'd you like that hunt? That was pretty good. 3 silvers is a good day for me. I like 3 silver days. I'm happy with 2 silver days. And that was from a park that I kind of had given up on a little bit. And the week after, so you'll see a little bit more. I do go back to the park, but you'll see that coming up in the future videos. You're going to see in the near future, you're going to see some videos of travel videos, a little bit, odds and ends. Got to just dump some video off my phone that I've recorded. And as you can see, I'm not in Portland anymore, but on the road. I'm currently in Wisconsin. And our plans changed, sadly. We got all the way over to the Mall of America, which was fantastic. I might include that in the video down the road. Just a little bit. There's not much. I didn't film too much in there and stuff. But if you ever get a chance to go to the Mall of America in Minneapolis, St. Paul area, go. Especially if you have kids, you could actually spend the whole day there. But you could also spend a ton of money. They have everything there. Just throwing that out there. You could actually make the Mall of America just a 1 or 2 day family trip. They have like this really fantastic amusement park in the middle of the mall. But getting back to this video and the ending of it, yeah, we're in Wisconsin. We had to change our plans because you can't quite see it behind me a little bit, but there's a big haze of smoke. And there's, if you've watched the news and you've seen anything about the fires, we had a trip planned along northern Wisconsin, Michigan, and all of these fires. I mean, hundreds of fires coming out of northern Minnesota and Canada. The smoke was blowing straight in our path. We had a air quality rating of like 500, and we ended up having to cancel 4 stops, reservations we had planned, and that was like a whole week's worth of days that I had booked. And now we're altered. We're at this little park here, and we rebooked for one of our stops to go to Chicago. So we actually extended that from like 3 days to 7 days. So we're going to be in one park for a whole week, and I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, not really looking forward to it. It's a really big RV park. I mean, it's big. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, thanks for watching. Look for a couple odds and end videos from me, travel, and then there are some more detecting videos coming up. And if I'm not mistaken, I did have some pretty good luck coming up. So, anyways, thanks for watching again. Take care. Paul from Metal Detecting Oregon, out.